Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. So I am not entirely surprised that we have a fifth party member. One of the things that Lantis and SK showed off during the game's development is the ability to switch party members. I just had no idea who would be joining the team or when. So very interesting that Tessera has joined us. Hey, is the chicken book still here? There's a dusty gray book wedged into the shelf with other age books that looks as though it had not been picked up and read through in decades. It appears to be a book that the Allegras have used for the study of magic over the centuries. When you open it, you fall upon a page entitled with the words Burst Rondo, which is written in beautiful Elvanian cursive. This page, curiously, is flecked with several droplets that smell faintly of salt, even through all the dust. There's something shimmering in the book's binding. Oh, is it another affinity fragment? Yes, it is. That was worth checking out. And as the game says, assume that everybody who has joined our team is in the team, even if they're not visibly the active party. The infamous spell used by doll masters of this world since time began to magically reverse the creation of golems that has somehow gone awry. Burst Rondo. Oh yeah, you were talking about using this spell whenever you were dealing with Vern. The only time in centuries that this book had ever needed to be taken from its place on the shelf, and yet how many long nights I had sat up alone, studying these few pages by candlelight in teary fervence. Tessera says with an embarrassed glance away, "Please excuse the many tears dried upon the old pages, my friends. I simply dislike the thought of using violence and deceit against another, you understand. Yeah, the reason why Tessera wanted to join us is she wanted to accept that sometimes you gotta fight for right." Oh, right, the affinity fragment. Actually, by the way, the reason I had been saving up these affinity fragments lately is because I knew that it was only a matter of time before we would begin our newest party member, and it had to be soon. Hopefully, I do not regret stacking Dusk with so many of these, and not saving them for future party members. We'll find out here in a few minutes whenever we get Tessera on the team proper. And Panaka is quite asleep, it seems, and I cannot talk to you either. Okay then. Alinea, It's alright, Miss Tessera. I already understand what you must do, and I know that this may be the last time anyone in Itsuki will ever see any of you before Elvinia's ultimate fate is decided by either our goddess or the Lord of Darkness. I am afraid for us all, Tessera, for our world, and yet still, now that I see you standing up to the darkness as a hero for this precious world of ours as well, I am feeling a lot more hopeful now. All of us in Itsuki will try to overcome our fear at the end and stand behind you. Good luck, and may Serena protect you all from the hands of evil. Thank you, Elenia. If Elvenia lives to see another day after the moment comes when the Earthlings and myself at last confront the devil, then it may very well be thanks only to the hopeful hearts of creatures as kind and gentle as you are. And also us being stronger than the bad guys. Anything else? Nope, same conversation. By the way, I meant to repeat a message that Fuzzy Images said during the stream last time before hopping off. Fuzzy Images said, despite their complaints, that the game does in fact seem neat. I wanted to mention that just in case the game creators wind up watching this at YouTube, because of how I don't show the chat in the video. As a reminder, the primary reason why I don't do that is because I don't want trolls coming along and having their nasty, nasty messages permanently etched in these videos for all to see. I am not going to give them that satisfaction. Okay, let's see here. Harry begins to rummage through the drawers. Lynn catches something out of the corner of his eye. What the? Tessera turns red. Oh dear. Dusk hastily covers Tessera's eyes. So that's what Master Panaka was worried about Sam for. Oh, this is too funny. Elf erotica? Really? Bursts out laughing. Harry says with a grin, "Hey, that girl on the cover looks just like you, Tess." Tessera angrily responds, "Hurry!" Alright, settle down, Tess. Come on, we'll find someone whose hands this book will not be quite so dangerous in. But what? We actually are taking it? Where? Got the spring issue of Elf Erotica. Sam was hiding something like this away? Oh my goodness. We actually have this. Where am I gonna be taking this? Huh. So, you say anything new? You don't say anything. How about you? For Alenia, you said the same thing there. Hello, sirs. You're the same. Too bad about LaFille. Okay. Nobody is saying anything new. I should consider getting Tessera some new equipment. However, if the guide is any indication, we'll be finding some new equipment as we go along here. Now then, we have the opportunity. Let's go ahead and get Tessera onto the team. We have to do this at the Forest Relic? That's right, we gotta teleport to that warp place. So switching party members is going to be done kind of a little out of the... Oh, wait! When did that get here? Look! One of the brooch fragments ended up here. Huh. Apparently one of them we already had. Okay, let's do this. Change the current party. Well, first things first, how does it work? Use the left and right direction to scroll through the characters and use X to confirm your selection. Press down to reset the party and press up to end your selection if you want less than 4 party members in your party. I'm not entirely sure why we would want that. Is there going to be some optional thing or even required thing somewhere that wants us to have a specific amount of people on a team? Because that is something that RPG Maker 1 can actually detect. How does it work again? Yes. Press down to reset and up to end. Okay, let's do this. So this is actually going to be pretty neat. It also shows that we are going to have up to 8 party members. I'm betting one of them is going to be Sarah, considering she has run off on her own adventure. We'll likely come across her at some point. Who do I want on this team? Let's go ahead and have Uri. Nice to know that there is in fact a delay on this particular menu. We can't choose somebody who we already have or never met. Let's see, Lynn has the weapon that hits groups of enemies, but I suppose we could always shift that over to Harrison. Nah. I'll go ahead and bring Lynn and to Sarah. Let's confirm. Okay, Tessera, you are currently level 14. Definitely gonna have a little bit of work in order to get caught up with the rest of us, that is for certain. But do I want to use all of these items on you? Well, I suppose the real question is, how do you compare, like in defense? Actually, no. Real question is, what spells do you have? Oh, you have Burst Rondo. Petrify All. So, basically instant death. The fact that it can hit all enemies is nice. Not as fond of how much MP it uses. Kind of interesting. I figured you would be a healer. Well, that might be helpful in certain emergency situations with random encounters. Given the expensiveness of the spell, not going to use MP fragments. How about luck? You actually have pretty good luck. Status resistance? Yours is the lowest, but that's still like 11% resistance. The only thing I can say... You know what? I'm not sure. Let's actually get some equipment first. After we get some equipment for you, then we'll actually have a pretty good idea what we need to do with you stat-wise. What equipment do you have, by the way? Not very much. So you could definitely use some more. Oh, hey! How about... You definitely have some options here. So the brooch, now that it's completed... No, I'm thinking of the Raft earring. Where did this come from again? Don't know, but why in the holy gosh does it have a guard of minus 666? Why in the world would we want to equip that? Well, let's go ahead and boost your attack. Out of curiosity, are you able to equip... No, you cannot equip the grenade launcher, it seems. Hold on. Lynn, what do you have equipped again? The Morning Star. When did I take off your... Whatever. Can you equip the Morning Star? No. I might have to do some further configuring with equipment, but for the time we'll do this. I don't think we have any spare helmets on hand. Nope. Anything for body? Suddenly kind of regretting that I sold all that stuff. Oh well. Let's go ahead and make our way to Meadows now, because I want to see if I can continue that one optional quest. There's like a trading quest going on. Oh, I was about to say, why was the screen turning black? Because cutscene. So, Sun Maiden Yolanda, says with modesty, I'm relieved to find that Master Sylvan no longer finds it necessary to pine his poor lovesick heart away for little old me. I do not see how I could be worth suffering such grief. I wonder how this would have went had Uri not gotten involved. Dusk says with a wink, You are far too modest, Miss Yolanda. Anyone would have to be blind to not fall under the spell of a girl as lovely as you are. Yolanda hides her face and blushes. Sigh. Dusk. My apologies. You're alright, Mr. Sarah. I didn't mean to... I know. It's fine. Look, Miss Yolanda, you will take care of Miss Chalet, right? Yolanda bows her head. Yes, Madame Tessera, we will. Please think no more of it. Chalet said so herself, just before she breathed her last, that she was happy to have been able to save someone's life from evil in her last moments. I am certain that she sleeps quite peacefully now. Thank you. I will leave everything to you and the good people of Meadows then. I feel like I should talk to that person up there. Moon Maiden Alhana. You are leaving again already, Madame Tessera? Must you subject your innocent soul to further peril and horror along with these poor dear earthling children who have already willingly resigned themselves to doing so time and time again for our sakes, and going back to that same face of evil you had just managed to escape by the very threads of your life? Should you go to the Sebelhan Kingdom in order to stop that Lunas Elru Knight's plans, you will most surely come to face with Vern himself again. We cannot live with the thought of that, my dear elven sister, no matter what the reason. Not after we have already lost poor Chalet. I know this, Moon Maiden, yet I must, even if it means having to confront that awful man again, even in spite of your heartfelt pleas for me not to, and... sigh. Even in spite of the fact that one has died already in order to save me from the very fate that I may well be leading myself and my 4 human friends to. Tessera continues with more resolve. An elf's life on this beautiful planet of ours may have a far greater span than a human's, but that makes elven life no more or less precious than others. Nor does it mean I am not still willing to risk my life to save another's, even if neither the dwarven nor the demi-human race is my own. I can help save them, Moon Maiden. I know that I can. Therefore, no price can be too great. Please understand, and forgive my selfishness in doing this. I cannot stop you when you reveal the true kindness and bravery of your heart to me like this, and just as justification for doing something so dangerous, Tessera. We maidens of the forest are hundreds of years older than you, young elf maiden, yet it seems our spirits are hardly half as strong. May the light of grace be with you all on your journey. Please use this sword to protect you, sister. The magical blade destined to receive Tessera as its owner, the Madame Butterfly. Sure. It's probably strong. I will do my best to live through this, that Chalet's sacrifice is not begrudged, Maiden Alhana. I promise. And the game took Tessera out of my team for that cutscene. By the way, it occurs to me that during our time back on Earth, we never encountered Grandis. Makes me wonder if he was there on Earth or if he stayed behind on Elvenia. And if he did, where is he? Oh, I also just realized check Tessera's text. As surely we are comforted by a loved one's embrace to make all of our fears flee with the shadows at daybreak, and assuredly as we sense a darkness welling up within ourselves that cannot be controlled through will alone, we dread forever being lost in the darkness that the Dark Lord holds for us. Fizzban. Miss Sarah, if you must resign yourself to forever wandering the roads of Elvenia and into the world's dangers, always apart from the ones you love and cherish, then please be granted this modest means of protection from me. Another ray of hope. I'll take it. And whoop. At first, the person wouldn't trigger, so I assumed that they weren't going to say anything and started walking away, but pressing the button, kind of skipped that. I'll read the rest of this, because the other person I was only able to talk to once, so that might be the same situation with this person. Blah-de-blah red, luminescent eyes who came through here the other night really spooked the hell out of me. I hope you four heroes were able to beat that weirdo up and save Tessera from him. Okay, you're the former farmhand of Thomas Blight. That tall guy with the metal and creepy red luminescent eyes. Who are you talking about? Kind of think of it, there is somebody that we have not yet met, but we were told is really very much bad news. The person who blinded Michiru. Looking through my notes, I'm not sure if I wrote their name down. It would not seem so. It might have actually been Vern, but at the same time, when we encountered Vern, Michiru did not recognize them. It appears to be a grave made for that forest elf who was known as the Twinkle Spirit Maiden, Shelley. However she died, may her gentle soul rest in meadows beyond the skies, free from the grip of the evil that no doubt took her life. We got Kikula here. It is now the souls of Ferris Dahl who need you and Madame Tessera. And lastly, Sylvan. I have at last managed to pick up the pieces from Miss Yolanda's rejection, thank you. Okay, there is supposed to be somebody here who we give this item to. We are supposed to take this aromatic grass to Maiden Kikule. Now, I'm fairly certain we talked to Maiden Kikule. Was it you? No. Was it you? Nope, not you. There you are. It is now the souls of Ferris Dahl who need you and Madame Tessera. You're supposed to give me a thing. Well, the good news is, this is probably not broken, but in actuality, I think I sequence broke it. Because here's what's supposed to happen. Back in Old Town Shop, we got the aromatic grass. We were supposed to take it to Maiden Kikule in order to get the Metox formula. And then we were supposed to take the Metox formula to Panaka back in Itsuki. And after doing that, he was supposed to tell us to go downstairs in order to acquire the Elf Erotica magazine. Apparently, you can get the Elf Erotica magazine without doing those other things, it seems. Well, now that we have it, I guess we can move on to the next part of the quest. See if we can enter Kalinka. Probably not, we'll probably be kicked out, but it is worth looking. You all... Do you really think it is a good idea for us to be coming back here so soon? I know that the servants of the Dark Lord and all of the wandering monsters around Laylee are supposed to be completely gone from here now, but... You're right. Though we did try to help these people restore the lives that were turned upside down after Grandis' attack, perhaps it was our doing that led the evil monster here to destroy Kalinka's innocence in the first place. We may not have meant for it to turn out this way, but it could only have been our struggles against the Lord of Darkness that dragged these poor Kalinkans into our enemy's wrath as well. Yeah, let's just leave them alone for now. Besides, while the Kalinkans' fight is over, there is yet another group of Elvenians who are in need of our help at this moment. Come on, guys. Sigh. Sarah. Oh boy, Dusk doesn't even have any idea that Sarah is not here right now. By the way, it is funny to think that our heroes came all the way out here to Kalinka, only to change their mind now that they're here.